Hello viewers, this is Grandmaster RB Ramesh from Chess Gurukul, India, and I'm going to teach my 10-year-old son how to play chess. Hello Karthik.
Hello.
Okay, so are you ready to learn chess?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So before we go into the learning part, so my suggestion to the viewers is first thing, the child should be very interested to learn the game. So for that we have to develop some interest in the child by talking about the beauty of the game, and we have to provide inspiration to the child. Then it will be easy to teach to the children. Okay, it is very important we are not very critical with the children when they are learning. We have to be very patient. This is also very useful in enabling the children to learn the game faster. So let us go into the chess part. So as you can see on the screen, this is a chess board, and we can see that the pieces are all arranged in the right manner. Now you can see now these units which I am highlighting for the black, they are called the pawns, and similarly there are 8 pawns each for white and black, and there are some other units, we call them as pieces, in the first and the last rank of the board. Now let us start from the beginning. So please remember how the chessboard looks, and you can also see at the bottom you have some alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and also you have on the left side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we will come to all this in a short while. Okay, so I have removed the pieces, and this is how a chessboard looks. The color blue can vary, it can be any dark color. So in this case we have a dark blue color, and the light squares are all white color. That is usually the case. Now when we set up a chessboard, there is one thing we need to remember very clearly. That is, when you set up a chessboard, the right hand corner bottom square, you see the bottom square on the right side of your hand should always be a white square. This you should remember. This is the first basic thing you need to learn about chess, how to set up a board. Okay, now I will remove the highlighted square. Now we also notice that there are some white colored squares, right? And there are some dark colored squares as well, right? Some white squares, some dark squares. Now this is how it works. Now on the left side you have a dark color followed by a white, dark, white. So the squares are alternatively placed into black and white squares. Okay, and there are, you can see the horizontal ones where I am drawing. So you see horizontal rows, right? We call in chess these rows as ranks. Okay, so there are 8 ranks. You can see they are numbered 1 to 8. So there are 8 ranks, and you also have some vertical lines, right? I'm randomly choosing some vertical lines. So these are called the files. Okay, so these vertical columns we call in chess as files, horizontal ones as ranks. And if you can see, there are 8 files. They are numbered A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and there are 8 rows. That is the horizontal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 ranks, 8 files, and total 8 by 8 comes to 64. So there are 64 squares in a chessboard with 8 files and 8 ranks. And when we set up the board, right and bottom square should always be a white square. So now we know the basic things about a chessboard. Now let us go to learn about the pieces. Okay, Karthik?
Yes.
Okay, so now I am going to show one piece at a time and explain about that piece. Now the smallest unit in a chessboard is called a pawn. Okay, I am bringing a white pawn. So each side will have the same units. Both white and the black players, they will have, when they start the game, they will have the same units to start with. Okay, so I'm just going to explain what each unit is by using only the white units. Okay, and the same will be applicable to black as well. So here I have brought a pawn to the screen, and this is called a pawn. Some people call it as soldiers, but the professional players, they call it as a pawn. Okay, and this is the smallest unit in a chessboard, and its value is only 1 point. Okay, so the value of pawn is 1 point, and how a pawn moves, we will see it later. You just have to remember this is called a pawn and its value is 1 unit. That is all. Now let's clear the board. Now next I am bringing another piece which is called a knight or a horse, but professional players call this as a knight, Knight. Okay, and the value of knight is 3 points. Okay, value of knight is 3 points. So you can already see the knight is 3 times more powerful than a pawn which we had seen earlier. Okay, now regarding how these pieces move, we will see them separately in the next video. In this video, we just have to learn how to set up a chessboard, what are the basic things about a chessboard, and what pieces are there, and how to set up a chessboard. Okay, so this is called a knight with 3 points. Now the next unit is called a bishop. Okay, so this is a bishop and it has 3 points. It also has 3 points just like the knight we saw earlier. Now the next unit is rook. Some players also call this as elephant, but it is more commonly known as a rook. It has more value than a pawn, bishop and knight. So the rook's value is 5 points. Then the next powerful piece is called a queen. So this is a queen, and queen is one of the most strongest pieces. Its value is 9 points. So it is almost double the value of a rook. Okay, but not fully double. This is important once you start playing the game. So queen's value is 9 points. The rook's value is 5 points. And finally, we will see the king. Now, king is the most important piece. It is not the most powerful piece, but it is the most important piece. The most powerful piece is a queen because it has 9 points. The king doesn't have any points as such, but if the king is captured or attacked and you cannot move the king or you cannot protect the king, then it is called a checkmate and the game ends. We lose the game. So it is very important piece, and the whole game revolves around checkmating the opponent king. And here opponent means the other side. So if you are playing white pieces, the player who is playing black is called as our opponent. Okay, so these are the pieces in a chessboard, and now let us see how to arrange the pieces. Okay, so now what we do, now I am going to arrange from the white's viewpoint. So there are 2 rooks given to us. Okay, so each rook you have to keep in the corner square. Okay, so both the corners left and right we occupy with the rook, and then comes the knights. Again there are 2 knights just like the 2 rooks, and they occupy the squares next to the rook. This is their initial position. Next comes the bishop. They occupy the squares next to the knights. Now if you see the rook, this rook is sitting in a black square, whereas this rook is sitting in a white square. Similarly, this knight is in white, the other knight is in black. This bishop is in white, black, and this bishop is in white square. Okay, so now finally we are left with a king and a queen. Now it is easier to keep the queen because the queen always sits in the same color. Now in the remaining square we just keep the king. So easy to set up a board. Now one thing we notice, the white king, it is in the beginning always sitting in the opposite color. So the white king is sitting in a black color. Now let us put the pawns. So we fill the second rank So it is called a second rank because you see the number 2 here, right? So you fill the second rank with pawns. Okay, and we have 8 pawns. Now let us do the same for black. So as usual, Karthik, can you help me how to set the black pieces? Can you tell on which square the rook should go to?
Of the end squares, last
Both.
squares.
Both the last squares of the board. Very good. And then who should come next after rook?
Knight.
The knights. Very good. So the knight goes and sits next to the rook, and then
Bishop.
okay, so the bishops come to these two squares after the knight, and then where should the queen go? This is very tricky. Where do you think the queen should go?
The queen should go on the black square.
Yeah, the black queen should go to black square, just like the white queen went to the white square. Now the remaining square we have to keep the
King.
And what about the pawns? Where should they go?
Second row.
Yeah, the second row, just next to the pieces, we keep the pawns. Okay, so this is how we set up a chessboard. So now you see we have learned how to arrange a chessboard properly. Okay, so please go through the video once again, understand all the points I have said in a clear way so there is no confusion, and you can teach this to your child. And please be patient. You should not expect the child to learn everything in a day. You should probably teach patiently for few days before the child will learn the names of each piece, their values, and how to set up a chessboard, how many squares are there, and how many pieces are there, and their value. Okay, so this is what I wanted to teach in the first video. In the subsequent videos, we will learn more complex aspects of the game. Okay, so if you like this video, please leave your comments in the comments section so that we can make improvements on how we deliver the content. And also please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.